I finished to read his quotes I wanted to read to you. And if you want to debate, do it as he highly suggests to do. Man up and have a debate with Zen Garcia himself, because he really did study the topic very, very deeply. Now I'm going to add my comments. It's not difficult for me to understand who is attacking you, meaning Zen Garcia. It's either the elite or their followers, many of them. This is a phallocentric society, and churchianity makes it even worse. We would have been far better off if secret societies would not have invaded America. Native nations had a beautiful way of life. Just make a parenthesis before you argue that yes, there was war between nations, just like any other nations of this world, whether they are native or not. They are always warring nations, you know, but they did not exterminate other nations like the invaders, secret societies, Freemasons, and colonists did. Okay? There is a huge difference between groups of human beings going along and sometimes warring with each other. There are casualties, of course, but it is in no way at the same level and scope than the genocide that was caused by secret societies invading America around the 1600s. I wanted to make this precision, continuing to read. That's why I said native nations had a beautiful way of life. Okay? Just like white nations, you know, they were not perfect. They were warring with each other, the same with native nations, okay? But in no way it was going to the extent of genociding each other, like the Freemasons and secret societies who did invade the continent. Continuing to read. Phallocrats and their sycophants are not about to let go of their lifestyle, I'm afraid, for they worship their phallus. You know what obelisks are, I'm sure of that. I usually don't comment, for I am sick and working on fixing my health, because phallocentric doctors sure don't help us much after being abused by phallocrats narcissists, because they are narcissists themselves. We want a balance. We, the woman, I'm talking about me, okay? I'm not speaking for all the women on this continent, you know, because I'm aware that women, you know, are not, some of them are even narcissists, you know. But we, the good woman, okay, including me, want a balance, not putting a Sophia and woman on a pedestal, but we clearly are experiencing an imbalance in centuries, if not millennia. Centuries on this continent, as far as I'm aware of. But let's continue to read for now. So now you are fully aware of another aspect of why Christ was so much hated, because he loved women, because he was not a closet homosexual, you know, like those men in secret societies who despise women. Continuing to read. They basically want only Adam to be created at the image of God. Between parentheses, even though Eve was also created at the image of God. So that justify in their sight why they treat women like cattle and subservient to them. My very life experience confirms my comments. The best and easiest proof is to see that Christ chose to be born from a human family, from a family unit, which includes a woman, which her name was Mary. Even children can see this. End of my quote. And I'm going to add another of my quote to finish this video. Women need to be more recognized instead of being oppressed. I mean, in all the religions of the world and history of religions of the world, we have a father, a mother, and a son. But on this continent, we have the father and the son. And I know what I say is correct because Christ himself chose to be born from a father and a mother. Seriously, think about it. If Joseph would have been pregnant, how in the world he could have delivered his son? At that time, there was no cesarean. And yes, this is meant as irony because it is so obvious to me. Yes, Christ himself did choose to be born from a father and a mother. Think about it. I don't mean here that I am a feminist wanting either a woman to start a court or continue oppressing men. I just want a balance. And what the serpent seed or their sycophants think about what I just said, I don't care. Thank you for listening. And may the Creator of the universe open your eyes. I usually do not mention to please subscribe and please talk about my channel to the people you care about and those who can benefit from it, but because it's obvious to me, I didn't think I had to say that.